Russia's Vladimir Putin threatens to strike UK with new ballistic missile as Ukraine war escalates. Vladimir Putin's comments are aimed at the UK and the US have allowed their Storm Shadow missiles and ATACMS weapons to Ukraine, respectively. Russian President Vladimir Putin has threatened to strike the UK with a new ballistic missile which he used in Ukraine amid the ongoing war between the two countries, reported news agency PA Media. Please subscribe and follow. Russian President Vladimir Putin threatened the UK with the use of a new ballistic missile via Reuters. The UK government issued a statement condemning Vladimir Putin for escalating the conflict in Ukraine by using a ballistic missile with a range of several thousand kilometers against the city of Dnipro. During a televised address to his country, President Putin stated that the country was entitled to use their weapons against those who supplied weapons to Ukraine to hit targets in Russia. He added that countries which would be targeted would be given advance warnings to evacuate to safety. In response to the use of American and British long-range weapons on November 21st of this year, the Russian armed forces launched a combined strike on one of the facilities of the Ukrainian defense industry, he said of the attack on Dnipro. His comments are aimed at the UK and the US, who as allies of Ukraine, have allowed their Storm Shadow missiles and ATACMS weapons, respectively, to be used to fire at targets in Russia. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer's official spokesman said, "My understanding is that it is the first time that Russia has used a ballistic missile in Ukraine with a range of several thousand kilometers." He added that it only serves to strengthen our resolve and to ensure that Ukraine has what it needs to act in self-defense against Russia's reckless and illegal invasion. The missile's range far outstrips that of newly authorized US and British supplied weapons. The distance from Moscow to London is around 2,500 kilometers, suggesting the range of the new missile could threaten the UK, reported PA Media. Russian military claimed that they had shot down two British-made Storm Shadow missiles, after receiving reports that debris from the weapons had been discovered in the country's Kursk region, where Ukraine has launched an incursion. Defense Secretary John Healey had earlier revealed that the UK was aware of Russia planning an attack for months using the new ballistic missile, but refused to confirm if they had given permission for the use of Storm Shadow in Russia. It risks both operational security and in the end the only one that benefits from such a public debate is President Putin, Defense Secretary Healey said. PM Keir Starmer told the House of Commons that the UK will not be deterred or distracted by reckless threats from Putin and insisted that their support for Ukraine was in accordance with international law and always for self-defense. Recently, the head of the UK's armed forces visited Ukraine to discuss the country's military needs as well.